Welcome. This mobility practice is designed specifically to help open up the hips and also encourage activating your glutes, especially if you sit in a car, if you sit at a desk and you have an issue with tight hips, tight low back, or any discomfort in the lower hip region. So the key with this stuff is making sure that while you're doing these movements, you'll do them with me. You're breathing the whole time. At no point do I want you holding your breath or trying to force any specific range of motion. Go through whatever feels comfortable for you. On a 1 to 10 scale, you should feel a discomfort of no more than 2 to 3. You might feel a little bit of tightness, and that's totally normal, but you should not feel pain at all, okay? So do what you can do. Go through a fluid range of motion while breathing. So let's get started. So we're gonna start in a half kneeling position. So go ahead and drop one knee down to the ground. I want you to do it with me. So right knee is on the ground, left knee is up. Make sure that you have your left knee is over your ankle. It's not over your toe, okay? So from here, you're gonna take your right hand, the leg that's down, the arm of the hand is down, bring your bicep up towards your ear. Now you might even feel a stretch right now. Like for me, I've been sitting a lot, so I can feel this in my quad opening up my hip. What I like to do as well, just to add a little bit of assistance, is I'll take my left hand, grab my right wrist, and pull. You can see the space between my bicep and my ear. Then I'm gonna pull my bicep to my ear. I'm gonna slightly lean at about a 45-degree angle over my left hip. So as I do this, I'll take a big breath in, and then when I breathe out, I'm gonna lean into my front knee. So my left knee is gonna go over my toe slightly. And then come back, exhale, drop down again. And as I do this, I'm also squeezing my right glute. That right glute, when I squeeze it, is helping to open up the front of the hip on the right side. Come back slow. Breathe in, exhale, squeeze the right glute, lean a little bit if you can. Holding, smooth and easy. Come back, breathe. Inhale, come back. One more time. Good, come out and release that slowly. Hands down, switch to the other side. So now left knee is on the ground, right knee is up. Making sure again that your right knee is stacked over your ankle, not on your toe, but over the ankle. So have a nice wide stance. Bringing my left hand up, bicep touches the ear. If not, right hand grabs the left wrist. Take a big breath in. Exhale, lean forward, squeeze the left glute. Hold, squeeze the left glute. Release the glute, come back. Inhale, exhale, lean forward. Good, come back. Exhale, lean forward. Exhale, come back. Or inhale, come back, my apologies. Exhale, go forward. One more, inhale, come back. Exhale, lean forward. Good, release that. Okay, from here, we're gonna drop down on our backs. We're gonna go into a glute bridge. I love this movement because it helps to open up the hips, but also activate the glutes. Like I said earlier, if you sit a lot, you're sitting on your butt, and that tends to essentially turn off your glutes. So we want the glutes are the primary movers and stabilizers of our hip, low back, all that stuff. So we have to make sure they're primed and ready to go all the time. So palms are up while I'm here. I'm gonna pull my toes up off the ground so that I don't drive through the balls of my feet. I'm driving through my heels. So from here, squeeze your glutes, drive up through the heels, try to come into a bridge position and hold this for a second. Now, if you feel your low back at all, then just drop your hips slightly. Okay, I don't want you to feel your low back engaging at all with this movement. If you do, that's simply showing that you're pulling from your back, not your glutes. Drop your butt down, breathing the whole time. Exhale, drive up. Come down slow. Exhale, drive up. Down slow. Exhale, drive up. Down slow. Good. Now from here, you're going to extend your right leg. We're going to do a single leg glute bridge. Drive up to the left heel. Drop down. Drive up. Drop down. drive up, drop down. One more, drive up, drop down. Good, switch sides. Also notice when you're doing the single leg glute bridge, if one side feels easier than the other. It's very typical for that to happen because we compensate on one side versus another. Okay, so right foot's on the ground, left leg's out, driving through the right heel, drive up, squeeze the right glute, drop down. Drive up, drop down. Drive up, drop down. One more, drive up, and drop back down. Good, relax that. Take your right knee, so straighten your left leg. Take your right knee, bring it to 90-degree angle at your hip, and take your left hand, put it on the outside of on the top of your knee, and pull slightly your right leg, still in that 90-degree position, over to the left side of your body. Just breathe. You might feel tightness in your low back, tightness in your glute, totally normal. Just breathe through it. Inhale into that tight area, and as you exhale, try to let it relax slightly. Keeping the face nice and relaxed, no tension in the jaw, no tension between the eyes. Everything is relaxed. Good. Slowly bring the right leg back. Now straighten your right leg. Bring your left leg to a 90-degree position. Take your right hand, grab the top of your left knee, and then pull the left knee to the right side of the body. Again, breathing. Breathe into wherever you feel tightness. And as you exhale, just try to let it relax and release. Try to envision the muscle lengthening every time you exhale. Good. Breathe. One more inhale, exhale. Breathe it out. Good. Slowly bring that back to neutral. And then come up to a seated position. Now we're going to work on the calves and hips a little bit more. We're going to go into a down dog and pigeon. So I'm going to do this for an angle so you can see. So I'm getting into a push-up position, pressing myself back into a down dog. The goal of this is to get my heels to the ground. Now, if you cannot get your heels to the ground, that's something to really, really work on, because calf and ankle immobility is one of the reasons we can't go deep into a squat. And it can also cause issues with hip and low back. So I'm pressing through the heels of my hands. I'm pulling my toes up, and I'm flexing my quads. Again, what that does, like we did earlier with the glute, when I flex my quads, it's helping to open my calves, my hamstrings. So from here, I'm going to walk my hands forward. I'm going to bring my left leg in front into a pigeon. Now, ultimately, you'd want to be in a 90-degree position. My hips are pretty tight right now, so this is where I can go. So wherever you can go, that's good. Make sure that back leg you're on the top of the patella, the kneecap. Your toe you can be on your toe in the back foot, doesn't really matter. But I'm opening up the hip in the front. So I'm just kind of holding this for a second. And I like to shift my hips side to side, called greasing the groove. Just kind of feeling where there might be some tightness in the front hip. Hold that for a second. Push yourself back into down dog again. Toes are up, quads are flexed. Walk the hands out. Now bring your right leg in front. Same thing, just kind of explore this area. Relaxing the hip. You'll feel this potentially tight in your hamstring and the glute. Nice and easy, and just shift around. See what feels good. Press back again. So we'll do this 4 times on each side. That's 1. Walk your hands back out into a pigeon. Open it up, shift around slightly. Breathing. No pain, no discomfort. A little tightness is fine. Press yourself back into down dog again. Walk the hands out. Right leg comes in front. Now what I'm doing, I'm leaning into it a little bit more if I can to get a little more stretch in the glute. Chest stays up. What I'm not doing, I'm not rounding my spine. I keep my chest up and I'm hinging from my waist. Push back into down dog. 2 more each side. Walk the left hand out. Chest is high. Lean into the front leg. You'll get a little more stretch in the glute if you can. Chest is up though, spine is neutral. Breathing. Push back into down dog. Flex the quads, toes are up. Walk the hands out, right foot in front. Chest is high, slightly leaning into the front leg. Relaxing the muscles, relaxing the body. Just allowing it to be where it is. Push back into down dog. One more time each side. Walk the left hands out, left leg up. Push back. Right leg in front. Last time. Leaning. Opening up. Nice. Okay, slowly come out of that. Good. If you can, sit back on your ankles for a second. We're going to go into a scorpion. I'm going to move this microphone for a second so it's not compressed on the ground. And also work on this. If you can sit in a kneeling position, beautiful. Open up the quads around the knee joint, which also tends to get tight on us. So from here, we're going to lay down and go into a scorpion. So what I'm doing, laying face down, hands are out by my side, making a T. So from here, what I'm going to do, I'm taking my left leg, and I'm trying to bring my left toe towards my right hand. Still keeping my hand in that T position. So here, take a big breath in, exhale, just sit there for a second. Good, and bring the left leg back across the body. Now bring your right foot up and over. Trying to get my right foot, thinking about putting my right foot to my left hand if possible. So once again, I'm opening up my quad, I'm opening up my hip. Bring that back to neutral. Left leg goes up and over. Nice and easy. Bring the left leg back to neutral. Right leg up and over. Good, back to neutral. One more time each side, left leg up and over. Back to neutral. Right leg up and over. And back to neutral. Good. Slowly come up from that. Sit back on your knees one more time. Breathing. Readjust my microphone here. There we go. Okay. So now we're going to go into a 90-90 stretch. Similar to the pigeon that we did a minute ago, but now we're going to have 90 degrees at the front leg, 90 degrees at the back. So we'll start with the left leg in front. So now we're putting 90-degree angle here, 90-degree angle here. And you can see the ultimate goal would be able to sit up nice and tall without having to lean over. From the driving that I've been doing, sitting a lot, my hips are quite tight, so you might experience the same thing. So from here, what I like to do is I'll take this hand of the front leg, so my left leg is in front, so my left hand will be here. I'm pressing myself up. What I also like to do is take my right hand of the back leg, and I just right underneath my knee, grab, and I pull. So I'm helping to keep my spine neutral, not shifted over to the side here. So I'm here, and what I can also do is just put my left hand on top of my knee and push. So now I'm opening. So from here, what I want to do, what I like to do is just lean into it again, like we did earlier with that other pigeon, but I'm not flexing my spine, my chest is tall, so nice and smooth. You can even come here, and you can put one hand on the outside of your foot, the hand on your knee, and just lean into this stretch, breathing. And every time I exhale, I think about just dropping a little bit more in front of my front leg. And then sit up nice and tall again, and we'll switch sides. So now right foot comes in front, left leg goes behind. Figure out what feels good for the hands, either on the knee and under the knee. Nice, pull up tall. Breathing, just kind of feeling what feels tight. Now both hands on the ground, lean into it forward over the front leg. Nice and smooth with the breath. Good. Switch again. Left leg in front. We'll move through this a little bit more fluid now. Lean into it. Now what I want you to try to do is your left foot's in front, shift your torso slightly towards your toe versus your knee, and I want you to try to lean into your toe, into that front foot. What I feel a lot in my adductor, my inner thigh. So, or not inner thigh, but hamstring really. So leaning into that slightly. You don't have to do a whole lot. It's just little bitty movements. Nice and easy. Coming out of that. Right foot's in front. Nice and tall. Shifting my torso slightly towards the front foot, leaning towards the toe. Breathing. Good, switch. We'll do one more on each side. Chest nice and tall. Turning my torso towards my front foot, left foot, going over the toe. Nice and easy. And sometimes literally it's just the rotation you'll feel that. Like I feel really tight in my hamstring. So for me right now, this is exactly where I need to be. I don't need to rush or push or force it into any other range of motion. Good, come out of that slowly. Other side, right side in front, last round. Chest nice and tall, shifting your torso slightly towards the right foot, going over the right toe. Good, slowly come out of that and come up to a standing position. Okay, so now we're gonna go a little bit more activation, but still mobility. So we're gonna do a curtsy. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to take my left leg, I'm stepping across my body into a curtsy lunge or curtsy squat. Now the important thing with this is that the weight stays on the heel of my front foot, my working leg, the right leg, and my knee tracks over my toe. So what I mean by that is I'm not stepping out and my knee is not way over here. So when I step, watch what I'm doing. My left leg goes across, my knee stays tracking just over this toe, just like this. Torso is straight, looking forward. So I'm really getting lengthening in the glute. So I'm lengthening the glute, but then when I stand up, I'm pulling from the glute. So we're increasing mobility and activation. So chest nice and tall, driving from this front heel, stand back up. Good. We're gonna stay on that side. We're gonna do 4 more, so we'll do 5 on each side. Step across, nice and easy. Drop down, chest up, come up, stand. 2. Step across. Stand up. 3. 2 more. Step across. Stand up. 4. 1 more. Step across. Stand up. 5. Good. So now we do the other side. Remember, left knee leg is working. Left heel is what we're driving through. Left knee stays tracking over the left toe. Reach across, or step across rather. Drop down, chest up, stand up. 1. Step across, nice and slow. Knees tracking over the front foot. Step up. 2. Step across, chest up, drive up. 3. Step across, weights on the heel, drive up. 4. 1 more time, step across, drive up, and 5. Good. And also pay attention, like for me, I felt that when I was particularly doing that 90-90, I could really feel my left hamstring. So while I'm doing movements, while I'm doing mobility, while I'm doing single leg work, I'm gonna pay attention to that side and really start to work on the symmetry and balance between your right and left sides. So last thing we're gonna do is a Cossack squat. Now, a couple ways you could do this. We'll start with the more entry-level beginner way. So we're gonna take a wide stance. Make sure both feet are pointing straight ahead. There's a tendency for people to do this and turn their toes out. I need you to have your feet straight ahead, okay? And also feel free to adjust your position as you need to. So I'm gonna sit down on my right side, and just like any squat, weight stays on the heel of my foot. At no point does my heel of my working leg come off the ground. So my goal is, if I need to, I can put my hands on the ground. My left toe is gonna come up, so I'm actively lengthening my hamstring and also getting range of motion in this right side hip here. Now from here, what I'm gonna do, hands on the ground, hips up, Shift to the other side. Nice and easy. My weight on my hand is really on this back hand. This is here really just for stability and balance. Okay, shifting back over. Nice and easy. Good. Shift over. Good, that's 2. We'll do 3 more. Shift over. Good, shift over. That's 3. Good, back over to the right side. Remember, the right heel stays on the ground now. Shift to the left side. Left heel stays on the ground. Back to the right. Also with this, while my hand's on the ground, I'm helping to open up my forearms a little bit from all the driving, texting, things like that flex our hands forward. Shift over. Good, and one more time, right side. And left side. Perfect. Walk up slow. Stand up nice and tall. Very good. All right. Good job. So if that feels good, you're complete with this. If you want to, feel free to go back through this again. And also, like I said, if one of these movements you really felt your hips or anything that was excessively tight, go back into that. Hold that for a little bit longer and really start to work on opening up that part of your body, because if it stays tight, that's when you're going to start to create imbalances. So pay attention to how you're moving. Pay attention if it's easy for you to stay on one heel versus the other heel, anything like that. Remember, the goal with mobility, you're not trying to win this, you're trying to observe and learn your body. Learn where you have tightnesses, learn where you have imbalances, and spend a little bit extra time working in those areas, okay? So go through this again if you need to, or go on about your day. Good job.